Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga. But we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it. And they using niggas songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, they get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well, it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well, then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater, and her little brother won't be no one. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark, and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Left some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms, and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids, and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, it's hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her, and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a roof. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth of Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wookie-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. And nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back. We ain't going on a shirt, I swear to God.
Now woo-de-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking now woo-de-woo, something. Nigga cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running, swear to God, nigga.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Real Sharper tapping in TNN Trap News Network. We back in the same, like cracking the same here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge you ain't finna get. Nobody's college. Tap in with the tap in to make sure you are in fact tapped in with that good tap in. Hit that notification bell. Hit all say tapped in for the latest and the greatest news you can use. Some knowledge you ain't finna get. Nobody's college. Tap in with that tap in. If you ain't tapped in with that good tap in. Hit us with a like. Hit us with a comment. Hit us with a good subscribe with everything we got going on. And we need y'all to make sure you hit us up on TRAP, NEWS, NETWORX. We finna jump into this content, man. YoungAntJEFE is talking about no more street takeovers in the A-Tray Gangsters. They're not going for it. For those of y'all who don't know what the street takeovers are, they are the back and forth that these guys do when they're doing donuts and basically raiding 7-Elevens and all that kind of stuff. So we finna see what YoungAntJEFE, don't care about nothing what the checks they got to say about this. We finna let y'all know about these street takeovers that have now been banned in the A-Tray Gangsters. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy YoungAntJEFE, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics is these LA car takeovers. So, from my understanding, because I'm not a person that is a part of that culture in LA or like to hang around this culture. So in LA, they have these Sunday fun days on Sundays where people pull their lowriders out, they hot rods, they luxuries. You know, people go down a line driving their cars, showing off their Sunday's best. People out there vibing, listening to music, you know what I'm saying? Cars parked out, doors open, just trying to enjoy a good Sunday day into a good Sunday afternoon. However, after the Sunday fun day conclude for the day, all these guys that got these hot rods and cars, you know what I'm saying, tuned up, like to cast a show and put on a show and show out. Now, on a basis of peace and allowing people their free will and not want to bring any negativity, I really don't care too much for the takeovers, you know what I'm saying, in these streets, you know what I'm saying, when they come to different people's hoods and they take over these blocks in these streets. But the takeover is starting to get disrespectful. And in these communities, we can't go for that disrespect. We cannot go for no looting and polluting in our community unless it's going to be from the people of that community. Not no Sunday fun day after party takeovers when you bored and you think you can come to people hood and because you out there 200 deep, 300 deep, that you can just take over the streets and do what you want to do. Guys are going to start finding out that ain't nobody playing with you guys. No, nobody want that carnage that you guys bring into their area, to their neighborhoods, and ain't nobody going for that ish. And this is the third incident, and I'm happy that somebody have spoke up and said something, because you dudes are getting way beside yourself in these car clubs and thinking y'all can do what y'all want to do, putting people's life in jeopardy, coming over to people communities and just having ass as if you are from over here, just got it like that, and you don't. So the first time these Sunday Fun Day car guys, well, not Sunday Fun Day, excuse me, to the Sunday Fun Day, these takeover guys popped up on the meter and radar was a few months back when I dropped the segment to the young guy who had been overlived, who have been unalived. I said overlived, have been unalived on Florence and Western in my community by the Burger Palace. So that night was also a takeover. And after the takeover was done with and everybody spinning out, going upon their way, they see this young black male walking down the street and see that he has a chain on and decide to rob him for his chain. He don't want to give his chain up. And him not giving his chain up, these people unalive this dude right here. And
now that's extremely disrespectful, to go into someone's neighborhood and unalive someone after you've already disrupted the peace by doing a Sunday Fun Day. You are allowed to go into that neighborhood. Now here's the thing about the Sunday Fun Day dudes. You guys can say what you want to say. Them niggas can stop y'all from going into their hoods if they want to. If y'all feel like y'all not, whatever, blah, 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 and y'all not feeling blah, 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 and all this and all that, them dudes can stop y'all from going into the neighborhood. It could be a very detrimental situation every time you cross the boundary into somebody's neighborhood, and all of LA will come together to green light Sunday Fun Day, and y'all dudes gonna keep jumping out of these cars, and y'all finna start jumping in the caskets. You feel me? So with that all being said, we all have to be a lot more mindful and a lot more cognizant of the space that we're put in when we're being visitors in someone else's neighborhood and someone else's community. This is 100% unacceptable.
my community and get on scotch-free. I never heard if they got caught. Don't work with the police. Don't care if they got caught or not. Just saying, I never heard nothing about it. That was the first incident. The second incident, what was the second incident these numbnuts did that should have been checked from the gate? Oh, so about a few weeks ago, somebody get in my chats, send me a Sunday Fun Day clip, and I still wish I had the clip and play it for you guys. Me telling you guys is better giving you guys a visual so you can actually know what I'm talking about. They got the Sunday Fun Day out here, and they've been targeting my area of Manchester Normandie, the area I grew up in, for I don't know what reason. I don't know if they just think it's sweet like that or what. But like I said, ain't nobody been out there to kick them out or tell them it ain't cool over there. When they try to go over there, somewhere in the 60s off of Crenshaw somewhere, you had an older dude.
Older dude whipped out and was like, hey, y'all not doing that in the 6-0s, bro. Take that somewhere else.
He stepped out there and he got on a ASS and told them, I reject your deposit. Ain't none of that happening over here. Get from over here. And when I had kind of seen that, I was kind of like, man, this dude hating. Why he hating? They out here trying to have fun. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? Brand the little culture, and bring some, some culture and fun to the city. But nah, he did the right thing. He did the right thing in making sure they got up out of his community, because they would have been doing the same thing that they doing up over here. So the second time, somebody's right on Manchester and Normandie in front of that Louisiana chicken that y'all see in this cartoon when I'm playing the intro, and he decides to pull a gun out and shoot in the air. I don't know if he was trying to scare the Sunday Fun Day. I don't know if he was having words with somebody or what the case may have been. But this is not your community to be discharging no weapons. That's for one. definitely if you not in a life or death situation to where somebody trying to pull on you and threatening you. You just wanted to pull your gun out and shoot in the air to show that you had a fully, and that's gonna get people like you in trouble. The third
That's for sure gonna get people like you in trouble because that's an extreme disrespectful gesture to be making somebody's gang community.
is what I'm about to play for y'all. That is the straw that broke the camel back. So across the street from that Louisiana, Manchester Normandie, you have a donut shop, you have a 99-cent store, you have the t-shirt store, and you have a smoke shop, and I think you have a nail shop and maybe a hair beauty supply shop in that parking lot. So a lot of people from that community come far and wide to come there, go to that 99-cent store because they got any and everything in there that you might want to buy for the low. People come there to get their t-shirts, you know what I'm saying, to get their jeans, get their socks, their drawers. People go to that smoke shop, you know what I'm saying, they get their tobacco, they get whatever else they want to go in there and get. People go to that nail shop. So I guess they had this Sunday fun day over here the other night, and these dudes decided to terrorize our community and spray paint all on the walls and all on the stores. And they think that they're going to be welcome back over here.
Yeah, that's an extreme disrespectful thing, and I don't know if they understand that is actually a declaration of war in the gang world.
Let's get into this content. Y'all already know it's the Hef way and the Hef effect. We gonna commentate.
Oh yeah, that was out there super thick. There was a gang of them niggas out there. Damn, it's a gang of them dudes out there. And all them little green blocks mean that they getting you right on camera.
Hey, Trey Gangster, cuz ain't no more of that takeover shit in the set on Manchester Normandie. Nowhere in the set. Fuck. I take that shit downtown, cuz y'all just came and fucked over the set. Bunch of grown-ass adults, cuz. Shit, cuz this shit got me hot.
Yeah, they destroyed their community for sure, and that's a hot spot in their neighborhood. So you kind of like went over to their ground zero and just spit on everything. It was super destructive for sure.
Because you know.
Okay, so as y'all seeing those videos right there to give y'all a brief description and breakdown of what's going on. So they right there in that parking lot. That parking lot, you know, I guess the gate wasn't locked. I guess they need a gate open that night, lock one side of the parking lot, need a gate open to the other side of the parking lot. These guys out there, however deep they is, 50, 70, 80 deep, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But that's just giving it like a good, 50 to 60, you know what I'm saying, rough estimate. They try to go on the smoke shop and loot and pollute on the smoke shop. However, it's a 24-hour smoke shop right there. I don't know who stopped that, why they wasn't able to go in there and do what they wanted to do, but it was stopped. And I think the smoke shop people may have closed their door and locked their shop so their shop wouldn't become vandalized and or, taken. So next door, you got the t-shirt place, and next door you had the 99-cent store. Somehow, some way, all the other stores, you know, they have their gates, they have their things pulled down to where you can't, you know what I'm saying, you're going to have to, it's going to be some hard work and heavy duty to knock that shed down. The 99-cent store, I guess they don't have a shed. Somehow, some way, they bust that window. I don't know how they got up in there. They got up in that store. They ramshacked that whole store, took whatever they wanted to take up out of there, and as y'all see the next day, y'all see the homie in the store, go in the store, you see the elder man, he in there, I know he's defeated. Don't know if he had insurance on these products, of any things like that, because a lot of these stores don't be even having insurance. They don't be expecting those situations like this. Now you know.
Yeah, a lot of these buildings, a lot of these stores in the community don't have insurance because, you know, they just thankful to be there day in and day out, and they're trying to make a living for their family. They're not thinking about nothing like this. They literally, yeah, they might own it, but it's still a check to check situation.
All over the city, they've been going crazy. They've been going real crazy on this looting tip, you know what I'm saying? Being that ISIS have been coming through, you know what I'm saying, trying to collect illegal immigrants, you know what I'm saying, popping up at schools at graduations, being disrespectful in the way that they going about it. It didn't cause an uprising in the streets to where people was taken to the streets, people was boycotting, people was coming out and helping them boycott and stuff like that. So now you got people targeting whatever they're gonna target, whether it's these jury districts, whether it's a store, pharmacy, or whatever the case may be. Target what you gonna target. Do not bring that shit into these inner city communities. Definitely when you are not from these inner.
Yeah, because dudes is coming from way far, not in South Central. I'm not gonna put nobody's city out there, but it's nobody from South Central doing this. It's people who have to drive and get on the freeway to go home, coming into our communities and destroying our communities.
Communities, you know what I'm saying? Because no, a lot of these stores right here is not black owned, but my community and our community is still predominantly black. And
predominantly is the word you were looking for. Don't worry about it. Predominantly is not the word you were looking for. Predominantly. It's more so the words you're looking for, but don't worry about it. Words are hard.
These are stores that we consume and shop at every day. And these are people that's in a community that has certain bonds and relationships with the people of that community. To now where y'all got it, we do not want no takeovers over here. We don't want y'all over here spray painting this tagger shit on these walls and just doing what y'all want to do. So I guess that's the meaning of a real takeover. Well, y'all takeovers for real, y'all about to start getting canceled real soon, because I'm guaranteeing you a lot of other areas are not going to want y'all in their area. And don't be surprised, you know what I'm saying, if y'all go to these people areas or anywhere unwarranted and unwanted and somebody just start firing shots on y'all, you know what I'm saying, just create a stampede and an uproar because of y'all stupidity, because y'all don't know how to keep it cars. Y'all want to loot, ramshack people communities and spray paint on walls. So with that being said, I'm going to conclude.
And that's that, man. YoungAntJEFE is making a pretty good point. And you really should be careful how you go into people's neighborhoods, especially how you conducting yourself when you may not be too welcome and you might not be conducting yourself in the best way possible. Y'all know the deal, though. It's red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. It's free. Avenue Angel, so he's free.